Duran Duran, Come Undone. Really interesting song here. It's all real, just kind of riffy and effects based. It hinges a lot on getting the effect dialed in just right for this to get that sound that they use. I found a combination of phaser and echo that work pretty well. I'm pretty sure they're using what's called a step effect in there somewhere too. But I think with just some dialed in phaser and echo, you can get it pretty close sounding. Close enough for me, anyway. And I'll leave some links in the description for some effects if you want to check those out. But basically, this song, not really like chord strumming away or anything. It's just this interesting riff, this descending riff that happens. And it's good for the intro, the verse, and the chorus. There's a little pre-chorus section that comes in, switches to a little different riff. Equally cool. And I'll get to that. So I'll put in parentheses here, like, if you just want to straight up just play regular chords to this, you can do that too. But as far as the actual guitar going on, we'll dive into that. And I'll play it clean for you, so you can just hear it without all the warbling from the phaser and all that. It's going to be all the way up here and kick off in this C minor. Okay, and we're going to play it up here at the 8 of the E, and we're going to bounce back and forth between the 8 of the E and the 10 of the A. And I like to also, kick up to like the neck pickup, get that kind of fatter tone, I guess, the deeper, lower tone. And like I said, we're just going to pick between these here, and kind of a slight delay between the first pick. Okay, so we just hit the 8 on the E, then the 10 of the A, then like a slight rest there, and one more time, just normally. Okay, so just getting the timing right will be kind of a bit of a adventure here. So I'm kind of start the first measure like that. And the following measure, each chord will be 2 measures worth. And the following measure for this C minor, okay, will just be picking between those two about 3 times. Okay, so all together, that chord would sound something like this. All right. And then from there, we hit that 10 on the A, slide it down 2 frets to the 8, and then we're in our new chord, which is the B flat. Okay. All right, and we're going to pick that the same way, where we're just picking between the 6 on the E, the bass note, and that 8 that we just slid to. Pick it the same way we did the first one. Okay, just bouncing between those two. Same thing again, slide it down 2 frets, so we're at the A flat, and pick that the same way. Alright, and now it'll change up a little bit, because we're going to come back to that B flat, but instead we're going to go between the 6 on the E there and the 5 on the A for a D note, just to get a little different flavor there. Okay, so slowly from the beginning here. Okay. So that's the clean, and now I'll put the effect on it for you. Okay, and like I said, it's just you're gonna dial in some phaser just right and put some echo on it, and get that neck tone. Sounds nice on there. Okay, so it should sound something kind of like this. Like, I'll just play the chord for you. Okay, so that's the kind of effect we're wanting there. Okay, so we just play that whole riff with that tone, and it should get pretty close sounding. Okay, so pretty close sounding there. I mean, obviously they're probably putting in some other effects too, but unless you have a whole pedal board to chain all these things together, I think just a little phaser and some echo makes it sound pretty good. All right, and as I mentioned earlier, there's a pre-chorus section, the only really other part to the song, and that'll switch to a different key here where we're going to be at A flat, okay, A flat, G sharp, whatever you like. That'd be the chord, but as per the other riff, we're just going to be picking through that key. So we'll be at the 4 on the E, but we're going to go 3 on the A, back to the 4 on the E, 5 on the A, to 6. Okay. All right, and then start again. 4A on the E, 3A, back to 4E, hit the 5 on the A, and then just go back to the 3 on the A. That'd be the second half of that. Okay, so that's the G sharp A flat portion, and then it kicks down 1 fret to just a regular G. And there, we're just picking between the 3 on the E and the 5 on the A. Kind of like in the first riff. Except we want a good couple 3-4 measures of that. And then we come back to the G sharp and do that same riff again. And then we cap it all off, going to that B flat. And I like to play it here on the first of the A. And then we just hit that. And we kind of mimic a little bit of the vocal here. We go first on the A, 3, back to 1. And then hit an open D. And then repeat the first bit. And just hold that. And then we would just get right back into the original riff for the chorus. Okay. So all together, clean. We'll do it clean all together here. And now with the effect. Okay, and then back into the chorus. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.